Hello everybody, it's me, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. Welcome to a new night of streams. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized something. The video number is wrong. It's part 3. Hang on one second. There we go. This is part 3 of Nancy Drew Tomb of the Lost Queen. This is part 3. If you missed parts 1 and 2, feel free to tune in to my YouTube channel where you can watch all my past VODs dating back to 2021. You can also check out my VODs here on Twitch for 2 months, I believe, until they expire. But anyway, welcome on everybody. It's I, Italian Gamer Joe. I have my pina colada juice, my ice mountain water. I'm ready. I'm ready to solve another case. I see we got some lovely people in the chat tonight. We got Esco Blazin, who was last playing Jurassic World Evolution. Na, 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 na. We also got Jayneezy, who was at the gym. We got Guava. You could see my testing. You can see my testing stuff, Guava. I wrote that. I was writing that for some other stuff. Welcome on in, Katakus Khan. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Guava says yes as a mod. Oh, well, it also says you're a first-time viewer. Cad, where are you from? What have you? Are you do you enjoy the Nancy Drew games? Where did you find my channel from? It's nice to meet new people. But anyway, welcome on everybody. We did a lot in the last Nancy Drew game stream. We did a lot. So, I'm really excited to jump back into Nancy Drew and to see how many more puzzles we can solve. There's quite a bit more we have to do still, so I'm excited. Esco says, we will, since I'm starting the B-Day tonight. Wait a minute, your birthday's tonight? Do you have a birthday, Esco? Oh my gosh, well, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Esco! I'm so proud of you. Happy birthday! I'm proud of your birthday stream. I can't wait to see it. Intense, welcome on in. No worries, no worries. Yeah, happy birthday. Everyone just shoot out some emotes to Esco. Just shoot out all of your emotes to Esco Blazin, because apparently he is turning 30 tonight. Happy birthday, Esco. Cad says, I've been a fan of ND all my life, and I heard about you from the Real Housewives of River Heights podcast. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, I was on episode 1 of the River Heights podcast, and Tina Balducci, the iconic Tina Balducci, asked me to review with her the very first Nancy Drew game, Secrets Can Kill Remastered. So I'm excited. I was really excited. I said yes instantly. I'm like, of course I will. And yeah, I was actually on parts 1 and 2 of that show, and I'm so glad that I got the chance to do it with her. I'm so happy that she invited me to that, and I roleplayed as Kate Foley. I was Kit's wife. Kit's husband. Anyway, it's nice to see you in here, Kat, and welcome on in. And welcome on in, Intense. Here's your Italian hands again. Thanks for giving Tina Balducci the shout out. Candy Girl is in here as well. So many beautiful people here tonight. So many lovely people here tonight. So I have a funny confession to make. So I don't know how this happened, but I started getting into Magic the Gathering Arena, which is a trading card game online, and it's a game you download for either iPhone, Android, or PC, and I got it for iPhone and PC. And I've never been into trading card games. Like Pokemon, I had Pokemon cards growing up. I bought like a pack or two here and there, like as I got older, but For whatever reason, I got into like Magic the Gathering, and now I'm like playing it, not obsessively or anything, but I really am enjoying it, and I'm just playing the game right now, and so far I'm liking it. I think it's cool. I like it so far. I don't know if any of you play it, but I created a new Discord channel, and it's called Trading Cards in the Discord channel. So if you also play it, or you want someone to play with, I'm a noob, so for me I've decided that it's going to be something casual. I think what honestly inspired me, Guava, was Nancy Drew the Captive Curse. Nancy Drew the Captive Curse has a game inside it called Raid, and Raid is a trading card game, and you play that inside Nancy Drew Captive Curse. Like, Kern Interactive literally made their own trading card game, and I guess it might have. I think it low key inspired me to play Magic the Gathering. So and yeah, the cards are fun too. They are fun too. Anyway, we're gonna jump into some Nancy Drew because I am ready. Are you all ready for some Nancy Drew tonight? Because I know I am. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and launch the game. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Dare to play. Dare to play. Dare to play. Just imagine if like it was like a heavy like male voice. Dare to play. Dare to play. Or the voice just changes every time. It's like dare to play to like dare to play. Dare to play. Dare to play. I miss Nancy's desk, but I love the main menu screens. The main menu screens are great. You're stealing my puzzle answers? Guava, scandalous. You want me to... Guava's making me do the work for him. Guava is making me do all the heavy lifting. Guava. No worries, Guava. No worries. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, what do we have? What's on our task list? Oh my god. We did this.
Check.
We did that.
Haven't done that.
We didn't do that yet. We didn't do that yet. We didn't do that yet.
Can't check that off yet.
We did not open any of this stuff.
Can't check that off yet. Check. Still can't check that off yet.
Ducky, welcome on in. It's now switched. It is. So we are playing Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Queen, and I'm just getting ready to jump back into it. Here we go. Okay. So, all right. I want to sort these amulets, but I'm not sure, like, where to find what they mean. So, is there any... There must be some notes, like, somewhere. Like, there must be something somewhere. Candy Girl says it's in a book. It's always in a book. I like how Nancy is choosy about which books she wants to take with her. She's like, I'll take this book, but I won't take this book. I'll take this book, but I won't take this book. I'll take this book, but not this one. Okay, so this is something we actually need, I think. Because I think these symbols are on the tomb. I'm gonna double check, but I think those are the symbols that are on the tomb. Everyone is telling me multiple books. And a sheet that Dylan gives me. Okay, so if we go inside here, and then we go to this table, it says rebirth, wisdom, regeneration, motherhood, health. Oh, this is okay. Okay, I just found something. Okay. Chillspot is raiding with a party of 6. Can any of you hear the music, by the way? Can any of you hear that raid music, or is it just me? You heard the raid music this time? Wait. You heard the raid music this time? Oh my god. I thought I was just hearing it. Yes! Okay, good. I'm so glad that Streamlabs is finally working. Yes! Okay, 'cause every time people raid me, I just go like this. And no one can hear the raid music. So it's just, I've been watching VODs, and it's just me, like, dancing. Like, I'll be streaming, and then all of a sudden, you'll just see me go like this. And it's like, you can't even hear the music. You can't even hear and it's just me dancing to nothing. Chillspot, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. You are both amazing. Mwah. Welcome on in.
Love you, Joe, less than 3.
Welcome on 9 months. Oh my god, that's amazing. Ducky Daring, Ken, Chillspot, Pez Mage. Welcome on in. They were last playing Elden Ring. How is Elden Ring going? I want to play it, but I'm also like really scared to play it. But yeah, welcome on into the Italian Gamer Joe community. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Italian Gamer Joe, and I am here, I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick and jump into just chatting, because you know, we got to get nice and like, you know. Okay, welcome on everybody. It's me, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. I stream a variety of games here on Twitch, including Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew is kind of the main focus as of right now. Guava is going right back. I stream so many different games, but Nancy Drew is the main focus. Other games that I've played in the past, like I've played like Sea of Thieves, I've played Mario Kart, I've played Animal Crossing, I've played a variety of like Switch games, Xbox games, adventure games. I even released on my Discord some future games that I plan to play. So I'm going to play through the entire Nancy Drew series. So after this one, it'll be Silent Spy, then Shattered Medallion, Labyrinth of Lies, Sea of Darkness, then the Dossiers. I'll be doing the Dossiers next. So fun fact, Sam and Cam, Sam specifically, she is a big fan of a series of games that I played growing up. A series of games that happened to be one of my favorite games of all time. The Urbz Sims in the City, for Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. So I've seen Sam play it on her stream, and I will be playing it once I finish all the Nancy Drew games. So I will be starting with The Sims Bustin' Out for Game Boy Advance, and I'm gonna make my way up to the Urbz Sims in the City for Game Boy Advance, and then Sims 2 for Game Boy Advance, and then we're gonna do Sims 2 for DS and Sims 2 for PSP. Because for whatever reason, EA decided to recycle all the characters, but they just did a different story for each system. So we're going to do Bustin' Out for Game Boy Advance, Urbz for Game Boy Advance, Sims 2 for Game Boy Advance, Sims 2 for PSP, and then Sims 2 for DS. We're going to just fly through all the Sims adventure games on the Game Boy Advance because they are so much fun. And honestly, they were way ahead of their time. Like, just way ahead of their time. We're also going to be playing some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Oh my god, Pezmage, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. I really appreciate that. Both Chillspot and Pez, I just want to say, enjoy the Italian Gamer Joe emotes in anticipation for my indie game coming out. I made some Detective Dog emotes, or I commissioned out some Detective Dog Italian Gamer Joe emotes. Detective Dog will be a character in my indie game, and you'll be able to talk to them and learn more about them. So in anticipation, enjoy these Detective Dog emotes. Chillspot says, can't wait for this. Yeah, I am so excited too. Thank you so much, Pez, for using your Prime sub on me. That is so, so kind of you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Mwah, thank you. And yeah, I'm so excited for Sims and Urbz too. It's one of my favorite childhood games of all time. I have a funny story. Growing up, I went to Christmas at my aunt's house It was my dad's side of the family. I was really young. It was around the time that the Game Boy Advance SP was really popular. I was in grade school, and my aunt, my dad's sister, she gave my brother and me two like square-shaped like gift presents, and I watched my brother open up his present first, and it was Super Mario World for Game Boy Advance. So I remember watching that and being like, oh my god, I love Super Mario for Game Boy Advance. Why did I get that? So I didn't know, because I didn't open my gift yet. But I remember being like so jealous of my brother, because I'm like, oh my god, I want that. So then I opened mine up, and my gift was The Sims Bustin' Out for Game Boy Advance. And I looked at it, and I was just like holding it like you know, like the angelic, like, ah, like the Alleluia, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. I didn't know that Sims Bustin' Out was a game at all for Game Boy Advance. I thought The Sims was just on PC. So when I saw that it was on Game Boy Advance, I like immediately like ripped open the packaging, freaking like pumped it into my Game Boy Advance, and basically played The Sims Bustin' Out like the rest of the night. Like I didn't even go to bed. Like I played Sims Bustin' Out until my Game Boy Advance had died. And to this day, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I love Sims Bustin' Out, The Herbs, Sims in the City. Those are two of my favorite Game Boy Advance games of all time. And I'm so excited to stream them soon. So Chillspot, I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate you sharing your community with me. And Sam and Cam, I hope you enjoy my Sims streams when I stream them after I finish Nancy Drew. My plan is to finish all the Nancy Drew games. I only have, if you count this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 left, but that's including the dossiers. If you don't include the dossiers, I have 5 left. So I'm getting really, really close to finishing all the Nancy Drew games. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyway, Chillspot says, I felt the same. My mom wouldn't let me play the PC games, so when I saw it, I had the GBA version. I was like, in love. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Guava said, I thought it was like 3. 3 what, Guava? Anyway, Chillspot, thank you so much again for rating, and thank you so much again for subscribing and sharing your community with me. You are both amazing. I love you guys. You are amazing. I hope you both have great nights. Sam and Cam, I'm sorry I didn't tune into your stream earlier today. I've had a crazy busy day, but I hope that Elden Ring was a lot of fun. And for those of you that are here, please go give Chillspot a follow right now. Like, please go give Chillspot a follow. Sam and Cam are amazing streamers. They are comedians. They are funny. They're artists. They're very passionate people with what they do. And they do an amazing job. And then not only that, but they are chatty streamers that really engage with their chat. So if you're looking for a pair of streamers that really engage with their chat, you will love Chillspot. The last time I was in their community, we were having deep discussions about sexual Harry Potter references. And I to this day I still laugh at it because I don't even know how we even got to that. Like, that's the funny thing about Chillspot. Whenever I go into their streams, it'll start off with like something random, and then like it'll go from the random, something else random, to something else random, to something else random, and we just go into this like random rabbit hole with Chillspot, and we go from like food to like sexual Harry Potter to like back to food again to like, I don't know, to something just really, really random. Like, and that's what I love about Chillspot. Like, every time I go to their channel, I'm always eagerly anticipating them going live, because they always have something fun to talk about. And and the even funnier part is that they'll be playing Elden Ring, or they'll be playing like Oblivion, or they'll be playing like, you know, a really random game, and they do a really good job at like multitasking. Like, I don't even know what's going on in the game, because I'm literally having so much fun with the conversation. Like that's why I love Chillspot, because like they just are great conversationalists, and it's so much fun talking to them. So please go give Chillspot a follow. They are amazing. Good night, Chillspot. I really appreciate it again. Thank you so much. Pesmage says, dang. I mean, that's a lot of Nancy Drew games, and people seem to, of course, Chill Spot, of course, people underestimate the Nancy Drew games. They're always like, oh, Nancy Drew, this must be for kids. Then they play one and they're like, oh shit, I have to learn things. But yeah, I love the Nancy Drew games. Amulets were believed to confer special powers on their wearer, thus an amethyst monkey was a love charm. Is this the monkey? No, this is the monkey, and it's a love charm. A Felspar hedgehog was symbolized as rebirth. So you, sir, are rebirth. And then a basalt baboon when parted wisdom. That's you. Okay, well, we got 3. Oh, man. A variety of different shapes, materials, and colors are available, from a golden fly for military achievements to a fish for good luck. Good luck. Okay, where's the fish? You're a fish. And you're a fly. Military valor. Okay. 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 What else do we got? What else do we got here? Funeral amulets played a particularly important role in burying the dead. The deceased journey to the underworld and what? This punctuation is wrong. And afterlife was believed to be... Oh, it's not wrong. Never mind. For whatever reason, they capitalized afterlife. Was believed to be aided by placing various amulets between the layers of the wrappings. A scarab. Guardian of the Dead, maybe? Let me go back and read this again. As the sacred animal of the god Kirhipi, the scarab embodied his name, powers, and notably rebirth. Oh. Is this a scarab? Wait, but it would be rebirth. It's regeneration, probably. Is this the scarab? Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. Guava says the round thing is the scarab. You're right. You're right. Other amulets in the form of a god or goddess also imbued similar powers as their full human or animal-headed counterparts. Okay. So, would this also be... I'm going to wait then to do those. Yeah, because it's saying that any of the gods that had, like, things on their heads represented the similar thing. Regular animals not attached to a god held their own powers based on their behavior in the natural world. A hare, given its ability to survive an unforgiving desert, symbolized regeneration. So the rabbit is regeneration. Wait a minute. This is rebirth. I made a mistake. Okay. Regenerative powers were also attached to animals like the hippopotamus that lived in, and baby frogs. Baby frog do 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 do. Baby frog do 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 do. Okay, we're missing one more regeneration. Hippopotamus. Oh, the lizard. The lizard. You. Okay, so that means we still have a few more left. We have the duck, the ankh, the lion. So food offerings, military valor, health, motherhood. Funeral amulets were offered even more choices. Depictions of the sons of Horus. The animals... Wait, what? Happy and... What does that even mean? Ducky Daring is saying the duck, which coincidentally. Wait, you're saying Horus is the duck? No. Food offerings in the form of trussed and tied animals and birds provided meals for the deceased. So birds. Oh. According to myth, the Eye of Horus represents the eye Horus lost in battle to Seth. Thoth later magically restored Horus's eye, who in turn offered the restored eye to his dead father Osiris. Osiris ate the eye and returned to life. The Eye of Horus then became a symbol of health and life. Health and life. Thank you, Guava. It was also used as a measuring system. The ancient Egyptians assigned a mathematical fraction and a sense to each section of the eye. Huh. You are the duck, Ducky. Okay, so that means this is for the woman. It's for Jamila's purse. I just don't know what we're gonna do with this. We still have the duck, the ox, the ankh. We're almost done with it. Oh no, it reset on me? Oh. Why did it reset on me? It resets on you. That is so frustrating. Nancy, why would you take all of them out? Okay, I'm gonna like make sure that why can't I leave this area? Oh, I'm gonna make sure that I find everything I need to find before I go back there again. I clearly don't have everything.
Hello.
I'll catch you later.
I'll be seeing ya.
What did Dylan give us? Dylan didn't give us shit. This paper? Siren, how are you? Siren, can we get a shout, Siren, please? Siren, save me from this hellhole of an Egyptian camp. Save me. Save me from this underground tube. I don't want to be here anymore. How are you, Siren? How's it going? You had the hots for Dylan and now you treat him badly. Hey, I don't treat him badly. I'm so frustrated because we were about to solve this puzzle and then Nancy's just like, nope. And she just flips the table over. She flips the table over. How are you, Siren? How are you? How are you doing? For those that are here, please give Siren a follow because he is amazing. He's an amazing RPG adventure variety streamer. He's funny. He's handsome as fuck. Please go follow him. All right, let's do this all over again. Okay, let's do this again. What were you playing tonight, by the way? You were playing The Forgotten Land. Ooh, what's that? What is that, Siren? Okay, The Fly was the military. What do you... Okay, Cad, give me something to recommend you, like a book, a game, a TV show, a movie, a song. Okay. Wait, did I not see Kirby? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I didn't even see Kirby. I didn't even see Kirby. Okay, I need to just like take a few steps back. Siren, how was it? How was it? Was it fun? He's currently showering. Kirby is showering? Guava, thank you for the hydrate. Cad, I gotta think of a good song for you. Guava's Redemption of Hydrate is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. Okay, so Cad, the song that I recommend you, the song that I recommend you, Cad, I don't know if you're a RuPaul fan, but lately I've been jamming to Catwalk by RuPaul. So, check out Catwalk by RuPaul. I spelled RuPaul wrong. But check that song out. It's really chill. It's really good. It's the season 14, which is the most recent season. Runway theme. And I think RuPaul's doing a music video for it. So, if you're looking for like a chill song with a good beat, check out Catwalk by RuPaul. Cat is like, yes, laughing my Cat is like, recommend me something else. Siren says, so I think I beat Kirby soon, but it's just a refreshing for a fun and simple game. Oh man, that's awesome. Siren, I'm playing it too, and I'm on the second world, but I didn't get past it yet. I'm trying to 100% everything, and it's really, really fun but hard. I love the Kirby games. Like, Siren, I don't know about you, but it's like chill. It's like chill and fun. They're just chill, fun games. OMG RuPaul Spain season 2 episode 2 was out of control. Amazing. Oh, that sounds really cool. I have to watch it still. The monkey was a love charm. The hedgehog was rebirth, and then the other monkey was wisdom. Okay, so I just gotta do this real quick. Is it really Siren? Okay, so just fun fact, Siren, for you. The Kirby games are all the same. Like, the one before this one was Kirby Star Allies, and the only difference between this Kirby and that one is that Kirby was side-scrolling platformer, and this one was a 3D platformer. But if you like Forgotten Land, then you'll pretty much love every other Kirby game you find. They are pretty much all the same. Guava says except the clay ones. However, not all Kirby games have like a town you go to. That was new to this one. Okay, let's see. The Scarab. Rebirth. The Scarab was Rebirth. Oh, wrong one. And then let's see. The Hare was Regeneration. What was next? Hippo, Lizard, Frog. Hippo, Lizard, Frog. The Eye was Health. The duck is a bird, so that would count. I don't know what this is. Those arm angles are illegal. I don't even know what are you talking about. One with a lion. Wait, what are we looking at? Okay, what about the Ankh symbol? Are we gonna find the Ankh symbol? Oh wait, wrong book. Wrong book. Yeah, I know. It's a weird arm angle. It's like, how would you do that? How would you do that? Not them arm angles. Esco's like, ew. They didn't even try. Basic tutting. They're probably like triple jointed or something. They probably had to triple joint for the picture. Okay, let's see. Ankh, where are you, Ankh? Ankh. The cultural appropriation and is so amateur. I know. Guardian of the Dead. I sound like Tina from Bob's Burgers. Guava, help me. Help me, Guava. Guava's just shaking his head right now. Like, Joe, you can do this. Okay, what about the ox? Alright, you know what? Let's just go backwards. Motherhood. Motherhood. Okay, so woman with cow horns and sun disk. Cow horns and sun disk. You. The orange one is a gazelle. It doesn't look like a gazelle. But okay. That's a lion. Where did I see the lion from? Lion. Okay, lion's head. It's war. Okay. And then the food offering is either this. So it's either this, or it's this. Food offering. Food. Okay, what about offering? Offering. Okay. I don't see Ankh anywhere though. Like, where the hell is the Ankh? I can guess where it goes by context. Well, I don't think... Well, that's true. I mean... Okay, I'm taking a picture of this. Also, we're missing an amulet. We don't have all the amulets. We are missing an amulet. Guava says it was wrong. The golden round one goes with health. The golden round one.
I'm missing one. I'd better check that out.
Okay, thanks, Cad. Thanks, Cad.
Someone cut the tent. I need to fully investigate this area.
Did they cut the tent while Nancy was doing this? Okay, well, I guess that there must be something missing in here. And then I guess someone cut the tent.
Haven't done that.
Do we have to go outside to test the cut in the tent? We do.
If you wanted to sneak something out of the tent without anyone seeing you, this would be the perfect spot to do it.
We did.
If I had the right tool, I bet I could see if the thief left anything behind.
The shovel. I feel like I'm playing Animal Crossing. Just imagining Nancy just straight up on her knees. Okay, now I feel like I'm in Disney's holes. I feel like I'm in Disney's... Excuse me for one moment. Sorry about that, everybody. I was delayed. Welcome on in, Eros Knight. Okay. Okay, what are we digging up here?
What's this?
This was like impossible. Why did it take so long?
What's this mean?
Okay, so someone was trying to steal something.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Come back anytime.
Nancy doesn't even know. Let's go talk to Abdullah about it.
Yes?
I'd better get going.
Goodbye.
Let's go talk to Lily about it.
Hi, Nancy.
You said you studied curses. Aren't they just mostly hoaxes?
No, far from it.
Digs
There's
up a
always
tiger
a scientific
desert.
reason for what really happened. But if you get some deadly disease or the world collapses on you, you're not going to care about the biology or physics of what's killing you.
Abdullah seems really harsh.
That's just how he is. I knew what I was setting myself up for when I came here.
I'd better get going.
Later.
Why is Nancy keeping it but not saying anything? You think so? You think so? Alright, let's go talk to Jamila.
Hi, Nancy.
I think I found a new area
Oh.
of the tomb near the main entrance.
You did?
I distracted her again on accident. The animation style has gotten a lot better. Yeah, I mean this is actually considered good. I know, I think it would be cool if they did like 2D art on 3D backgrounds.
Still can't check that off. Check. Still have to do that. Can't. Still have. Check. Can't check that off yet. Still have it. Still have to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the tomb for a second.
These must represent Nefertari's children. Maybe if I knew more about them, I could open this.
I know, right, Eros? I know. Yeah. I know. But honestly, though, Eros, you should look them up in Midnight in Salem. Midnight in Salem's is horrible. Midnight in Salem's is the worst. In my personal opinion. And that's the most recent one. I don't know. I feel like Midnight in Salem would have been better if they just would have done 2D characters instead of 3D. Okay, let me think about this for a second. So what we need to do, we're gonna call Hotchkiss.
Hotchkiss here?
It's Nancy Drew.
Oh, Francine, dear, I'm so glad you called.
Francine.
I've been having the most infuriating problem with my internet.
This is Nancy Drew.
Oh, you young people are so refreshing, always in search of new identities. The problem is that I downloaded this program called Weather Monkey.
Called
and
Grindr.
It's important that I keep abreast of all meteorological developments. But now I'm starting a new book, and I can't focus on my work because the Weather Monkey keeps yelling the weather at me.
Maybe you should uninstall it?
I will do no such thing. That would be tantamount to murder.
Maybe turn it down?
Brilliant and fantastic. Oh,
She
yes,
thinks
Samantha,
it'll be like
you are a
murder?
ticket. I would love to help you, but how do I know you again?
Nancy Drew. We've met a few times.
Aha,
I like
now
how she's
I
like,
remember
Nancy
you. If I
Drew.
were a good book, you'd be my favorite reoccurring character.
I'm in Egypt, and I need your help.
Egypt? Well, why didn't you say that instead of chattering away about my internet problems?
I don't know how to respond to that. I read your book.
I know,
and I
right?
thought maybe you
Seeing
could
her on
help.
Bumble.
You found my book while you were in Egypt. The serendipity is as delectable as Chateaubriand smothered in lavender lemon juice. I am at your disposal.
I didn't exactly find it. You sent it to me. You even signed it.
Oh dear, I sign and send lots of things.
Do you know anything
Oh
about
my God.
Nefertari's children?
Of course I do.
Can you tell me their names?
Yes, it's best we start with the boys.
Sure.
There's Among her Kepchef, meaning among is with his
Among
pronoun.
Us.
How do I spell that?
Oh dear, dear, you get a piece of paper and a pen, and you write down whatever you like for the next 5 minutes. Paul Ray here.
Oh no.
Ray is with his strong arm. Mary, beloved of Ray. Miriatum, beloved of Atum. Oh, these names! The best part about ancient Egyptian names is that there are no ancient Egyptians around to correct your pronunciation. Oh, come back when you're ready for the girls.
That's so many. I hope Nancy wrote this down.
Can you tell me the names of Nefertari's daughters?
I need you to do some searching for me. I've decided to restart my book project. Can you gather some information for me?
If it means you'll tell me the daughters' names, then sure.
Great! Who is above all the doors in the main antechamber?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Isis.
Thank you.
Was that right or wrong?
I'm ready for the daughters' names now.
Merit Amen, the beloved of Amen.
Got it.
Henatawi, the mistress of two lands.
Okay.
Nebatawi, the lady of two lands. So it seems favoritism isn't a modern invention.
And the children were mentioned in order, from oldest to youngest, right?
Yes.
Perfect, thanks.
Quav was like, no, that wasn't right. I don't know how. Quav was like, I don't know how you solved that, Joe, but that was wrong.
Have you heard of an expedition that went off in search of Nefertari years ago?
Oh, yes. The team in which everyone died. Is that the one?
Yes. Do you think that story is true?
Oh, heavens, yes. It's deadly out there in the desert. Think about it. You're going
I like how
out
she's
there in
like,
search
hell
of dead
yes.
bodies. There must be a reason they're in favor of the area.
But this expedition wasn't searching for QV-66, right?
Indeed not. That had already been
QV-66,
discovered.
right?
They were searching for Nefertari's mummy.
Right.
What do you think happened to them?
Oh, it's best you not concern yourself about that now, given your current location.
Given your current predicament.
Can you tell me the names of Nefertari's daughters again?
Oh my, oh my, yes, let's see. Merit Amen, the beloved of Amen. Henatawi,
Why is she
the
repeating
mistress
herself?
of two lands. Nebatawi, the lady of two lands.
Nebatawi.
Great.
Great.
Have you heard of Abdullah?
Yes, yes I have. He is December on my Men of Archaeology calendar.
You're kidding me. Does that exist?
It existed. the
Why
same
doesn't
time.
Abdullah have a last
Is he
name?
there with you?
Yes. He seems full of
Nancy's
himself.
just like, do you know who Abdullah is?
Oh, I am
Yes,
not
I know who
an advocate of
Abdullah
zombie
is.
romance novels, but if I were, I'd call that an archable trait. In chapter 1, he'd swagger into the excavation site, the picture of a rascal with his dusty leather jacket and decidedly European haircut. His cocky ne'er-do-well smirk displaying his perfectly white teeth, but by the end he'd be sweetly holding flowers and saying, "Professor Hotchkiss, I'm dying to discuss your latest publication." A colleague of mine has guilted me into editing her latest romance novel, and I must confess I cannot wait until the project is completed. Reading page after page is absolutely wreaking havoc on my metaphors. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I no
Even
longer
Nancy's
know.
just like, I don't even know at this point.
Abdullah, that's what. He's a cold-blooded hotshot with only one setting. Success. Oh, sorry. I've also been helping my nephew break into the movie trailer business. Oh, Hotchkiss, why must you always burn the candle at both ends? He's a good archaeologist who knows Egypt inside and out. He could teach you a thing or two, just don't pick up the attitude.
Let's see.
What is the story with curses?
It's a complicated issue.
What makes it so complicated?
It makes no earthly sense, now does it? But still...
Still what?
Still, the tombs have claimed enough lives to make a fool of logic.
I'm sorry, but if you're gonna make a phone call character have this many lines, they should have been in the game. They should have just made this character a literal, like, 3D character. Hotchkiss has so many lines. It's crazy. Okay.
What do you know about Nefertari?
Ah, a love story.
Shut
I'll
up.
break out the tissue papyrus because when I'm done, there won't be a dry Horus in the house.
What?
Look it up, dear. Ramses II and Nefertari shared a love so vast the world could scarcely contain it. I'm talking about the kind of love you spell capital L, capital O, heart instead of a V, capital E.
Yeah.
They stood side by side and ruled the world, but as they saw the years stretch out before them, they were keenly aware that a handful of decades would never cut it. They needed to be together always.
That's sweet.
And relevant. The ancient Egyptians believed that life was little more than a dress rehearsal for eternity. I found records that they concocted a plan
I like
to
that.
be together
Life was a
forever,
dress
side by
rehearsal
side.
for
Why
eternity.
not be buried side by side?
They
I
foresaw
like
a
that.
volatile future for their kingdom, and they were correct. They knew they would have to enact safeguards. That's why in 1904, when QV-66, the so-called tomb of Nefertari, was found, her body was not there.
What are the chances we found Nefertari's tomb?
If I were a gambling Hotchkiss, I'd say 60-40.
Damn.
Have you heard of the theory that aliens built the pyramids?
Oh, that old gem. Yes, who cares?
Who cares?
Well, unless they're sending us a bill, does it matter?
With
A
all of your
bill.
work, I assume you'd at least care.
Oh, no, dear. You mustn't let those things bother you. Some of us have keen observational skills and a rigid adherence to the scientific method. And some of us have thought processes that best resemble a piñata explosion at a sugar-fueled child's birthday extravaganza. Either way, if it encourages people to witness the marvels of ancient Egypt in person, it's good work, in my opinion.
Alrighty then.
I still don't get all this business with QV-66. Why build a fake tomb?
For the same reason I never carry my passport in my purse when I travel. Some things are too valuable to leave in a tempting place.
Okay then.
Do you believe the Anunnaki exist?
You may as well be asking me if I believe Brian Abernathy Fortinbright exists.
Fortnite.
I don't know.
Fortnite
and further,
exists.
I could only guess.
Is that a name you just made up?
Yes. Now, given the fact that there are 7+ billion people on Earth, it stands to reason that he may be a real person. And if we apply the Drake equation, we will find the astronomical, no wordplay intended, dear, number of habitable planets in the universe. It is possible that the Anunnaki may exist. But since the evidence is shaky at best, I am much more interested in the here and now.
Same here.
There's so much you could say still. I feel like I barely put a dent in it.
Lily seems to be taking this curse business very seriously.
I thought you were, Lily.
Oh my god.
The other Lily?
That's hilarious.
Frank! Oh, you're such a
Hotchkiss,
good
that's not
boy.
funny.
That's a little silly of
That
her.
is not funny, Hotchkiss.
Curses may only be a figment of our overactive imagination.
That's what I think.
There are more
Lonely
pressing
Midden,
things to
thank you
worry
for the
about.
follow.
Most Egyptologists
Welcome to the Italian
die
Gamer Joe
because
community.
The desert is inhospitable and positively crawling with
Mwah.
diseases, horrid molds, and bacteria that have been breeding for thousands of years unchecked.
Nancy's
And
like,
let's
gotta
not
get my
forget
phone
the
charger.
lack of
I know,
structural
right?
integrity of
Right,
most of
Cad?
the tombs.
That's less than reassuring.
Oh dear, everybody dies, but life isn't worth living if you don't take a few risks. Although I guess I should stress that everyone dies much faster in the desert. Much, much faster.
Oh man.
You mentioned an expedition that found QV-66, Nefertari's tomb.
It was
I don't
one of the
know,
most
Guava. I
significant
don't
finds in
know.
archaeology. They call it the
That's pretty cool,
Sistine
though, isn't it?
Chapel of Egypt. It's where my fascination with the royalty of Egypt was born. The color alone took my breath away. We think of ancient Egypt as being a subdued sand color, but it was a riotous display with all the visual delights of a midsummer gelato shop cooler case.
And you don't think Nefertari was entombed there?
They only found kneecaps, which supposedly means that her tomb was robbed.
You disagree?
I do. What good is the mummy without the context? It's the placement in the tomb that makes the mummy valuable.
Okay, then.
Why is Nefertari so important?
There are two queens I find most fascinating in ancient Egypt, and for exactly
Nefertari and RuPaul.
they were hidden. Hatshepsut is the first.
I think I've heard of her. She was the pharaoh that was almost removed from the historical record, right?
Exactly. 20-some years of peace and stability, and after she dies, Thutmose III's ancient cronies try to erase her from the record.
Why?
Jealousy, revenge, fear that his reign would never
Jealousy.
equal hers. You name it.
Jealousy.
You can't keep a good woman down. Despite the efforts of Thutmose III's supporters, her legacy endured.
And Nefertari?
In my opinion, she's the opposite. She was obsessively preserved in the historical record, but it was her tomb that was hidden.
You said
Right,
the evidence of the
Cattywampus.
Anunnaki is shaky. What evidence is there?
Some say if you look at the hieroglyphs, you'll see some of the figures holding flashlights.
Okay, that's strange.
Well, not exactly. It's easy to see what you want to see. Seeing the tomb
Flashlights.
always made me feel quite simply famished. As the long days would pass, the murals would become quite simply delicious. Osiris would be holding the most wonderful caramel flans. Reeds would be chicken wings, and Cypher for twisted flax would transmogrify into warm, straight out of the oven, garlic knots right before my eyes. My point is that you can see what you want to see, and what I want to see is that takeout menu for the Spicetown Speakeasy. I may have to put you on hold, dear. Just a moment.
I'm still on.
Hotchkiss here. I'd like baguette stuffed with mushroom and sautéed asparagus, and a beef jerky salad with caramel vinaigrette.
That can't be
Oh
a
my
real
God.
food item.
Is that still you, Norma?
Nancy?
Is this your first day at Spicetown? I'm Hotchkiss. We'll be talking to each other quite often. Would you kindly summarize your personality for me, for efficiency's sake?
No, it's Nancy Drew. Still on the line, still in Egypt.
Oh, drat and drat. Well, perhaps I'll just be dull and prepare myself a curried waffle sandwich.
Ma'am, this is a McDonald's drive-thru. Yeah. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
How sure are you that Nefertari's tomb was hidden?
There was something strange about QV66. I think that might be why it is off limits to this day.
Is
It
Cube
is?
56
To you
real?
and me, at the very least. There is a rumor that the tomb has a clue to the true location of Nefertari's mummy.
Really?
Who knows? I'll tell you this. I didn't have time to read all of the hieroglyphs, but I noticed that the syntax was a little, shall we say,
Wonky.
I don't know how hieroglyph syntax could be non-wonky.
True, but it was almost as if Nefertari and Ramses II had their own language.
Ha! Cad, her was really trying to get the 20 hours of gameplay in. I know. If they keep talking, it's gonna. This could be like a whole. The Hotchkiss phone call could literally be a whole stream. Oh man.
I need your help. The hieroglyphs here don't make sense.
Then you are in for a treat. I like my puzzles as tempting as the gooseberry pie from San Rios in Little Brazil, and as complex as the ginger lime sauce they lovingly smother it in. You should focus on what doesn't make sense. Look for a part of the pattern that has no earthly business being there.
See ya.
Bye, dear.
Thank the Lord. Nancy's like, my phone is dead. Nancy's like, my phone died. Nancy is asking about a puzzle she solved streams ago. Not that. Not Nancy asking for a solution from 3 streams ago.
Hi, Nancy.
Do you think this really is Nefertari's tomb?
I really hope so.
Why isn't she in the tomb in the Valley of the Queens?
There could be a lot of reasons. The worst case is grave robbers, but we really don't think that's the case.
Why not?
Because her valuables were found, but her body wasn't. Doesn't make sense. We think she was hidden. Ramses II was known to be very protective, and he was very concerned about the afterlife. It's possible Ramses built a false tomb to make sure she'd be undisturbed. There are many stories of his love for her, but we don't know how true they are.
If he went through so much trouble, don't you feel strange about disturbing her tomb?
No. Someone will do it eventually. If we get there first, she'll be treated with respect, and she'll truly get to live on forever. If someone else finds her, she'll go to the highest bidder.
If you're so interested in Nefertari, why aren't you below?
Promise you won't make fun of me?
Sure.
I'm a woman of science, okay? But the curse thing rattled me. I need to do research now anyway. I'd prefer to do it where nothing will fall on me, and maybe get a little FaceTime with a certain British someone.
See ya.
Jeez.
Later!
Okay, so there's something I want to try real quick. I'm saving my game just in case. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, it works in this game too! Oh my god, it works in this game too! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I found this. Oh, this is so cool! Oh my god, this is amazing. This is... I'm just looking at something. Oh my god, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what any of this is, but this is so cool. Okay, you know what? This Her Interactive engine is like, they're not even using it anymore, okay? This is so cool. Okay. I'm toning down my excitement. I'm toning down the excitement. Oh, this is so cool. And you can even give yourself like any inventory item you want, including the Easter eggs. Oh, that is so cool. But you can't change the area you're in. It's stuck. You can't. In the older ones, you could change the area. Oh, this is so neat. I like this. This is neat. Oh, and these are like the events that happen. That is so cool. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Okay, I'm not going to do this anymore, though, because I don't want to... Game time? The game records the game time? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this is really cool. There's even, like, little variables that it's doing. Oh, man, this is amazing. This is amazing. The true wonders of game development. The true wonders of game development. Okay, back to the game. Back to the game. Okay. There is I mean, and they're not even using this game engine anymore. So I mean, it's not like it's The Sims does the same thing.
Well, hello.
Do you really think this is Nefertari's tomb?
It better be. Otherwise, I'm very lost.
What does that mean?
She's why I'm here. As a tour guide, I love the sites that tell a story. And Ramses I and Nefertari have the making of a classic love story, if we can find her here.
You mean Ramses II, right?
I do? I mean, yes, I do. Of course. Strange life being a king. You get everything but your own name.
Bye.
Come back anytime.
I've thought about that for my game, Super Spy Academy. Like, should I add a debug, like, developer god mode? And the answer is yes. I've decided that in my personal Super Spy Academy game, I'm going to add, like, a section where the player can, like, basically give themselves, like, infinite money, all the inventory items. Like, I really like when games do that, where they kind of just let you, like, if you want to explode the game, you're more than welcome. Oh, yeah, it would. Okay.
Still have to do that.
I know, right, Guava? Okay, let's see.
Time to use what I've learned about Nefertari's children and hieroglyphs to figure out the order.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. So we have to move each individual like piece to spell out something. Maybe. Let me go to the journal. Nefertari's daughters are Miridaman, the beloved of Ammon, the mistress of two lands. The sons are so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 total. But how do you know which ones are which? That's the question. Hey, the Great. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, Ragnar. How's it going? Oh, man. Guava's racing me right now. Oh, man. I don't know how to do this. I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. How do you... So, do we just have to spell out their names, maybe? That's what I'm thinking. I did download Project Zomboid. I just haven't played it yet. It's installed and it's ready to go. Like I said, I just haven't touched it yet, to be honest. How are you, Ragnar? Welcome on in. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that we could just try spelling them out. Maybe they're all mixed and matched, and it doesn't matter. My guess is that maybe it doesn't matter how which ones are which. Maybe it's just how they're spelled. That's my guess, at least. So, like, Miritamun. Problem is, I don't have any... At least not down here, I don't. I think Nancy has one in her. There we go. Here we go. We need this. Why can't Nancy take this book with her? Why can't Nancy take the book with her? Would that be too easy? Would that just be too easy? I don't know what my phone keeps telling me. Joe, you have an update. It's like, no, I'm not ready to update. I am not ready to update. Guava's like, not us doing the same thing. Guava, are you racing me? Everybody, Guava's racing me. Okay. 7 treasures of her making, 4 to lead the people, 3 to follow her path, divided by duty, old preceding young. Old preceding young, recall them here and reach within. 7 treasures of her making, so 7 kids, 4 to lead the people, 3 to follow her path. So 4 to lead the people. Okay, the beloved of Ammon, the Hentaway, the mistress of two lands, the lady of two lands. Meaning Ammon is with his strong arm, meaning Ray is with his strong arm. Mere, meaning beloved of Ray, beloved of Adam. So my question is, divided by duty, old and preceding young, recall them, hit and reach within. So my question is, in the observations, is this telling you, like, the order that they were born? And the only mention of two lands is the daughters. So I wonder if the two lands ones are these two. Hotchkiss tells us in order. Our phone doesn't work down here. Hotchkiss, this is a Wendy's.
Hi.
The way she says hi.
Can you tell me the names of Nefertari's daughters again?
Oh my. Oh my, yes. Let's see. Merit Amen, the beloved of Amen. Henatawi, the mistress of two lands. Nebatawi, the lady of two lands.
Great. I'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
Okay. We didn't get the suns. We didn't get the suns. All right, let's do it again.
Ahoy, hoy.
Can you tell me the names of Nefertari's sons again?
Oh my. Oh my, yes. Let's see. There's among her Kepshef, meaning among is with his strong arm. Pa Ray Hair Wenemeth. Ray
Oh, sorry.
is with
Didn't mean to
his
do that.
strong arm.
Wait, why is my
Mary,
game
but-
showing?
Beloved
Why is the
of
game
Ray.
showing this now?
Miriatum, beloved of Atum.
Great.
There's a lot you can do with Nancy Drew games.
Bye-bye.
Bye, dear.
All right, well then, let's go back inside and just try solving this. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm honestly just gonna wing it. Miritamun. Miritamun. The owl. Where are you, owl? There's no owl in here. You're not really an owl though. Are you an owl? Guava, how are you doing this? There's like there's no owl in here. M-E-R-A-T-I. This is definitely confusing. E-R-I-T-A-M-E. Yeah, none of that is right. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't there another book somewhere? There's like another book somewhere. No, not in there. And I don't think I have it. Wait, do I have it? There's another book somewhere. I could have sworn I've seen it. Oh, this game puts books everywhere. I don't think we have it. John's notes. Pa Ray her. Take the name Pa Her Wen Myth. Pa Ray Her Wenmerif. Indicates royal son always at the end of a name. Is for royal daughter. But his brother uses, which also translates to with his strong arm, or possibly with his right arm, could be open to interpretation. Even the god Ra Akare can be represented by. No wonder some of these hieroglyphs aren't making sense. There are marvelous. Okay. Thanks, Guava. But there's a book I'm trying to find. and I don't remember where the book is. It's not that book. It's this one. Yeah, this. Okay. Cleopatra, Nefertari. Okay, that never... Does this have anything to do with, like, what we're trying to do? I'm gonna take pictures of these just for reference purposes, because I wonder if I can use this book to help me reference the way they're being translated. So I'm gonna use it as a reference point for me. This is what happens when you don't look up the solutions in Nancy Drew games and you're trying to figure it out without looking up a walkthrough. This is what happens. Okay. So according to... These are always supposed to go at the end. But this represents the daughter, so I'm gonna do a daughter for this one, and then these will be the sons, because I'm just kind of like winging it. Son, son, daughter, 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 son, son. I don't know. The people 3 to all path. Old preceding young. You see, though, that's what I'm confused about, because... Mirror to run... Maybe we'll start off with daughter, 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 and then we'll do son, son, son. We'll try that. The shorter ones only have 3 letters, which actually might help us. Welcome on in, Polygon. Can we get a shout out for Polygon, please? Thank you for giving Paul the shout out. If you are part of my community, please go give Paul a follow if you haven't done so already. He is a handsome, awesome variety game streamer. He plays a ton of Sims 4, and his content is just fantastic. I was watching him play Sims 4. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I was watching him play Sims 4 yesterday. You were like, Paul, you were like talking to a chicken. You like turned someone into a chicken or something. I was like watching and I'm like, a chicken? And then you were trying to get the chicken killed, or was it the Sim killed? The chicken wouldn't do my bidding. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Sounds kinky. Yeah, it was really funny. I was like, what is going on right now? But yeah, thanks for tuning in, Paul. So we're playing Nancy Drew, and we're trying to translate hieroglyphs based on Nefertari's children. She had 7 kids, and we're trying to like order them by the way when they were born, but we have to translate them. And I'm not using any hints, except Guava's playing the game with me, like as in like he's playing his own copy of the game, and we're just trying to figure this out together. According to John, the professor that was on this campsite, his notes, I'm allowing backseating. I'm allowing backseating. Yeah, I always allow backseating, always. I'm just trying to figure out like how to do this. So like this indicates that it's a boy, and it's always at the end. This indicates it's a daughter, always at the end. So like one of the kids' names is wait, let me see, like, because there's one here that only has 2, so these are short names. So I'm trying to figure out like what the short names are. Meaning Amon is with a strong arm, meaning raised with a strong arm, Ray. You see though, it's just hard because like I'm trying to translate this. Nefertari's daughters are Miritamun, the beloved of Amun, Hentaway, the mistress of 2 lands, and Nibitawi, the lady of 2 lands. Nefertari's sons are Amonher, Kepesahef, meaning almond, is with the strong arm. Pair, her, are the symbols a single letter? No, they actually represent like more than one letter sometimes. Meaning Ray is with his strong arm. Murray, meaning beloved of Ray, and Miramitum, meaning beloved of Adam. So if you look at John's journal, it says here, as a result, the same... Oh, I'm blocking it with my chair. Oops. Okay, if I go this way, will it... I think it's because it's backwards. Will that help it? Yeah, that helped a little bit. It helped a little bit. Okay, so it says here that this bird means pa. This, like, symbol means Ray. This means her. This means Wenemaref. So, like, different things mean different. Like it means different things, I guess. This is like, this is so complicated. And then you have, like, this cane thing meaning A, and the flowers meaning F, and these sexual things meaning an N. And then you have, like, a bunch of other stuff. So... Guava says Guava, how do you know you only have 2 and 1 left? Does Nancy say something? So I'm just trying to figure this out. Murataman, the beloved of Aman. Henna to... But you see, though, like, not everything is in here. Like, the HENUTTAWY. There's no... The same phrase can be often represented with different hieroglyphs. Take the name of this. Is that one of them? Oh, yeah, that is one of them. Yeah, I just realized that, Paul. I literally just realized that. It actually gives me one of the suns. So it's the Flappy Bird. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. I'm taking a picture of it. Yeah, I'll take a hint, Guava. I'll take a hint. I'll buy a hint. So one of them is the bird, the symbol there. Wait. The face with the thing on it? Oh. So the face with the... oh, shit. The face with the thing on it. M3W... Are you a real person? Okay, let's see. The face with the thing. You don't actually need Hotchkiss' book. We don't need Hotchkiss' book? Okay. Mew from Pokemon. Well, welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community. Guava, can you give me a hint? Can you give me a hint, Guava? Okay, let's see. Ray is with his strong arm. Wait, Ray is with his strong arm. Look at the sheet from Dylan. Ray is with his strong arm. This sheet? I feel like I sound like Nancy. I'm gonna move back to my original position. Also, Ra is Ray. How do you know that? Oh, Ra. Man with hawk head. This is so confused. I feel like I'm like... Thanks for the hydrate. I feel like I'm more confused. Even the god Ra, aka Ray, can be represented by... Oh. Pa Ray, her whenever with. Ray is with his strong arm. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Okay, so... This is... Nancy Drew Games confused the hell out of me. I'm just going to say that. This specific puzzle is confusing the hell out of me. So... Nefertari's daughters are Miratamun, the beloved of Ammon, the beloved of Amun. Beloved of Amun. Well, Amun is right here, and it's represented by... Oh! Okay, wait. Beloved of Amun. This has to be one of the daughters' names. Wait, I think I'm onto something. I think I'm onto something. Maybe. Wait, the boys are first? The boys are first. Okay, okay, wait. The boys are first. So... Amun with his strong arm. So, Amun is this. Amun with his strong arm. So, if you look at John's notes, the strong arm is like this. And then the strong arm part is this. With his strong arm. So we need this. Amun. Okay, and then we also need you and you. I think this is how the first one goes. I'm glad you feel better. Okay, let's see. So, I think this is right. So if you look here, it says Amun, and then Amun is the flag, the squiggly, and then if you look at John's notes, it says with is the face neck thing, and then with the strong arm, which is this, and then we know it's a boy. Nancy will say when it's correct. She will? Okay. So Nancy will say when the whole... Guava, Nancy will say when the whole thing is correct or when part of the puzzle is correct. Like part of it or the whole puzzle? Each name... Amun with his strong arm. Maybe I got the strong arm piece wrong. Wait. Amun with his strong arm. Let me look this up again. Amun is the flag, the squiggly with this thing on it. And then if you look at John's notes, it's... with his strong arm. But that also translates to the same thing. Do the second son first. Why would we do the second son first? But the second son, according to Hotchkiss's notes, the first son is this one. So we want the second one? What do you mean because I have all the letters? Like that? And then you're saying like change it so that I do the second sun first. So like the bird, the disc symbol, the head face thing, and then the is that right? The bird, the this one's the right one. Put that Flappy Bird name in the proper spot, the second sun.
This is Pareherwenemeth. Got it. This must be Amun-Her-Kepvashef.
Thanks, Guava. Thank you. Nancy got it. It locked in place. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we got the first two. Murrier is next. Beloved of Ray. Beloved of Ray. Beloved of Ray. Okay, so the arm extending outward. Is it even in here? The beloved of Ray. Okay. We have one of them. But I don't know where the... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what beloved is too. Beloved. Or no wonder some of these hieroglyphs aren't making any sense. There are numerous locations where whole phrases are, they all seem to be marked by the same unique symbol. Their own language. I think it might be starting to break the code. AFN. Regardless, the hieroglyphs around the tomb are giving a strong indication of royal female presence. Could it be the lost queen? The tomb is within the tomb. I took pictures of something else too. Do I still have it? Yeah. Okay, then yeah, that doesn't make any... Okay, no, yeah, it does not. It's not helping me. Do I have a letter? Guava, I'm not sure I follow. I'm not sure what you mean. No joke, I feel like just randomly placing all of these on the second floor. Okay, let me see. So for a second, if I look at the journal, beloved, beloved, beloved. Beloved is 3 times. Beloved is happening 3 times. I wonder if the only symbol that appears 3 times is this one and the 2 flags. So, I mean, all right, Guava, I'll take a look.
My dictionary could help translate that.
My dictionary could help translate that. Okay. Okay. We're looking in the wrong way though. Okay. So Guava is saying that there's something I missed up here? Guava, is there something I missed up here? Oh. What the heck is that? January 14th, I cannot push my way out through the sand. The fever and dehydration have left me slow and weak. I know there's a second exit. It's hidden perhaps too cleverly for someone in my current state. I have located the first half needed, but without the second part, I'm unable to figure out its meaning. 5 stand guard at each pass, 4 false, 1 true. The first truth is last, the second fourth, the third is third, the fourth is first. I cannot think. What good is an escape that it lies hidden? The queen is laughing at me. There is no point writing more. These thoughts will never leave this tomb. If you are reading these pages, it is too late for you. You're in her tomb. She'll never let you leave. Beloved of Hathor. And then it's the... I was right. It's the 2 flags in this. And I knew it. I knew it. I was like, there's 3 names. And then the Beloveds have 3 as well. So like, I was it has to be one of these. It turns out it's both. Oh, I'm so happy and frustrated at the same time. I'm happy. Thanks, Guava. Thank you, Guava. Thank you, Guava. I'm happy and frustrated at the same time. Beloved of... Okay, so... It's flag facing... So it's like the flag and then the 2, like, feathers. Beloved of Ray. So... it's the... flag, 2 feathers, right? Beloved of Ray, beloved of Atom, beloved of Atom. I don't know what Atom is though. Okay, like the sled looking one. Did I flip it? Wait a minute. Beloved of... Oh.
You must be Marier.
Thanks. Thanks, Guava.
This is Mariatum.
Yeah, thank you. I had it flipped. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now for the daughters. Mariatum, the beloved of Amun. Wait, what's it? 3 sons? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Mariatum. Okay, there we go. There's a daughter named Mariatum. The beloved of Amun. The beloved Amun is... But beloved has to go like this. And then Amun is flag and then okay.
This must be Merit Amun.
Okay. And then finally, Hentaway, the Mistress of Two Lands. The Mistress of Two... Hentaway, the Mistress of Two Lands and the Lady of Two Lands. I'm not seeing the equal symbols anywhere. I'm not seeing the weird shape either. Like the weird shapes. I could just like guess it, but I'm not seeing those shapes anywhere.
This is Hanutawi. And this must be Nebatawi.
Yeah, I just guessed it.
It's empty. Wait, what are those?
Thanks, Glava. Thank you very much. We got it.
I need to piece these together.
Oh, jeez. We're piecing together a puzzle within a puzzle. And it's all hieroglyphics. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. This looks right. That looks right. That looks right. This looks right. This looks right. That looks right. Okay, I think they're all like... They're all right side up now. So now I'm just trying to like put them together. No. Okay, that looks right. Okay. All right, making good progress. Okay, we're getting there. So right now we're just trying to figure out the placement of a lot of these. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Where does this one go? Oh.
Got it.
Got it.
Now to figure out what this says.
On... in... This has to be the... in the something... Maybe it is of. On the something... This is R. On the... Alright, it looks good so far. On the something of... Is it birth? B-I... On the blank of rebirth from a treasured... something. Companion? C-O-M... C-O-M-P-A-N-I... The path is opened around a circle... They slide. Something with... No, it's not bold. To honor Amethyst for royalty and pause to remember. Step ahead to rejuvenate. In Emerald. Knowledge. Knowledge abounds in Lapis and protection from evil in Carnelian. The tomb is revealed. On the wings of rebirth from a treasured companion, the path is opened around a circle. They slide. Begin with gold to honor Amethyst for royalty and a pause to remember. Step ahead to rejuvenate in Emerald. Knowledge abounds in Lapis from the evil in... Am I missing something? On the wings of rebirth from a treasure path is opened. They slide. Begin with gold for royalty and remember step to rejuvenate in... Am I missing something? This looks... I think I solved it. On the wings of rebirth. From a treasured companionio companion, the path is opened around a circle. They slide. Begin with gold to honor for royalty. Where's knowledge? Oh, thanks, Candy Girl.
There's another tomb in here. I need to figure out how to open it.
Thanks, Candy Girl. I appreciate that. I was seeing knowledge with the K. Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community, Zia the Chaos Witch. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good time watching this. Why would Nancy leave it in there? Why would Nancy leave the paper in there? Nancy, take it with you. Okay, well, I'm going to take a picture of it just in case. All right, well, now we know there's another tomb.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The one letter... Yeah, I know, they do. Especially when you're not quick translating.
Yes?
Why would the coffin be empty?
The ancients were not above playing tricks on us.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay, so...
Hi, Nancy.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello.
See ya.
I'll be seeing ya.
Still check. Can't check. That's can't. Still haven't done that.
Find the missing piece panel from the... Oh, wait, didn't we do that? Yeah, don't we have it here? Or is it this one? Okay, I'm wrong. It's not any one of those. Okay, I was wrong. It's neither one of those.
No, this was not supposed to happen.
I'd better listen.
No, I never agreed to this. No one's supposed to be hurt. Absolutely not.
What is Jamila up to?
So I guess Jamila is up to something. Let's go talk to Jamila.
Hi, Nancy.
I think I found
Oh,
a new
jeez.
area of the tomb near the main entrance.
You did?
Zia, you haven't seen this Nancy Drew game, really? Well, welcome on in. I'm really happy that you're getting the chance to see it here with Italian Gamer Joe. This is the Tomb of the Lost Queen. Guav was like, I keep doing that to Jamila too. I know, I feel so bad. I don't mean to do it. And now Lily, oh no, not that. Well, welcome on in. Hope you're having a good night, and we have to figure out how to get into Jamila's purse. Because, like, her purse has these, like, symbols on it. I'm not sure, like, what that means.
Haven't done that. Haven't done that.
Find the true tomb, open Abdullah's locker, figure out how to open Lee's trunk, figure out what Jamila's hiding in her handbag. Find the missing piece from the panel on the tomb's wall. Yeah, so far we haven't done any of that. The brochure? Candy Girl spied. I know, right? What's on the brochure, Guava? I don't even remember where the brochure is, to be honest.
Hi!
Abdullah needs you.
Thanks. I'll be right back. And do not touch a thing.
Too late. Oh. What the? I think this is a debug version of the puzzle. I think when I was debugging the game, I might have accidentally turned on the debug. Oopsie. Oopsie. Yeah, these are arrays. This is an array, so it's looking for the array. Oopsie. Oh, that's amazing. I wasn't cheating. I was just seeing if it worked. I wasn't actually cheating. I was just seeing like what would happen if we did it. Because apparently it works for all of them except for Midnight in Salem. I wasn't actually gonna do anything with it. Okay, let's see. It's like playing The Sims, you know, when you do Control-Shift-C in The Sims, and then you do like Motherload or Rosebud or Testing Cheats Enabled True. It's just like The Sims. By the way, this is Spied. Okay,
Hello.
Bye.
Hurry back now.
I looked at the brochure, but there's nothing on it.
Nancy, hi.
I'll catch you later.
Until later.
I can't confront Jamila yet. Is there something I'm missing? Look again. "16 of the universe's foremost alien experts have been conveyed for hours of Anunnaki." There's a phone number, 912-555-7656. But I can't enter phone numbers. 16-8-432. Is it 16-8-432? $16-8-432. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hi.
I think I found a new area of the tomb near the main entrance.
You did?
16-8-432. So 16 is hearing. So right eyebrow, eye, mustache. Right. Eyebrow, eye, mustache. It was 16, 8, 4, 32. Got it. It was flipped. It was flipped. Okay. Is that a Polaroid camera? Visitors from the Skies by Sunny June. No proof can be found by extraterrestrial life than the pyramids on the Giza Plateau. To stand at the base of these monumental structures is to be convinced that Anunnaki helped construct the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Archaeologists who state the pyramids were built using copper tools and a workforce of 20,000 over only a few decades have been unable to substantiate their claims. Clearly, this is because man did not build the pyramids. There is much evidence to prove a more advanced race behind their creation. Consider the following facts. The Great Pyramid is aligned with 1/10 of a degree to the North Pole. The stones are cut so precisely that a razor blade cannot fit between them. The positioning of the three main pyramids aligns with these three stars and constellation Orion's Belt. How could a quasi-Stone Age culture have built the pyramids when it lacked the advanced mathematics tools and astrological knowledge needed to accomplish this feat? The answer is simple, they couldn't. It was the Anunnaki who provided the ancient Egyptians with this knowledge. Even more telling is the utter lack of documentation. For a society that kept highly detailed records of both major events and daily life throughout 3,000-year history, no mention of the pyramids' construction has been found. There is also no definitive proof that the pyramids ever acted as or were intended to act as burial chambers. The true purpose of the pyramids is to act as landing markers for the Anunnaki's return, as well as being markers. Early tests indicate that the granite slabs above the king's chamber in the Great Pyramid were capable of emanating an electric field. This field could act as a transmitter or receiver for signals within space. With all the hard evidence, it is clear Egypt could soon be seen the return of the beings who gave the pyramids.
Why would an alien expert need an archaeology textbook?
Secrets remain successfully hidden. No suspicions yet. The mummification process began with a purifying ritual. After cleansing, the body was brought to the embalmer's table. The first step was to remove the brain, believed to be an unimportant organ, through the nose. Next, an incision was made along the left side of the body through which the stomach, lungs, intestines, and liver were removed. These four organs were packed for preservation in natron, a salt known for its drying properties. The heart, which ancient Egyptians considered to contain the mind and soul of the deceased, was left within the body. Once the organs were removed, the body was packed inside and out with natron. The table was then angled to allow fluids to drain away during the drying process. After 40 days, the embalmer removed the natron and then now thoroughly dried the body. It was rinsed to remove any traces of salts. Oils and perfumes were massaged into the skin to restore elasticity and help preserve the body. The body was then stuffed with linens and other materials to support its shape and give it more lifelike appearance. The last step before the wrapping was to sew up the incision made at the beginning of the process and seal it with resin. A golden wadjet eye was typically placed over the incision for protection. It's crazy. Long strips of linen were used in the wrapping process, wound meticulously around the head, neck, and even individual fingers and toes. Each layer built upon the last, with resin brushed on every few layers as glue, binding the body together for eternity. For an additional protection in the afterlife, amulets were pasted between linen layers. Priests recited spells and incantations throughout the wrapping process. Yeah, no problem, Zia. Has the group been here before? Now fully wrapped, the mummy was ready for burial. A priest would perform the traditional opening of the mouth ceremony as the mummy was placed in its coffin and brought to the tomb. The preserved organs stored in dedicated kenep jars were also placed within the tomb before it was sealed. The entire process lasted 70 days. New site holds promise, clearly belongs to a queen, or maybe her daughters are present as well. Lines of ancestry are tracked.
One of these was used to puncture the water tank. I wonder what these mean.
Oh my gosh, Jamila has a BlackBerry. Not the BlackBerry. Not the BlackBerry. Alright, Jamila, we're gonna have to go confront you. I wanted a BlackBerry as a kid really badly too. I also wanted a BlackBerry as a kid.
Hi.
Are you interested in archaeology?
No.
Then why do you have an archaeology textbook?
You looked in my bag?
Well, I couldn't help but see.
I am not angry. The Anunnaki value curiosity. You will not understand what you find, anyway.
You didn't answer my question.
Why should I bother if you're so good at sneaking around?
The water tank was destroyed using the discs from your bag.
If the discs were used, it wasn't me who used them. Maybe it was the Anunnaki.
Why do you have so many cameras?
These are momentous times. When the Anunnaki return, I'll be here to document it. I wonder if they show up on film.
Bye-bye.
Until later.
She's so sus.
Haven't done that.
We still don't know why Jamila has that weird, like, paper. Is it Lily's?
Hi.
It's really important that you go see Abdullah.
Okay, thanks. BRB.
Okay, so I don't think that has anything to do with Lily's bag. I don't think we have what we need to solve that.
Still haven't done that.
Quava, were you able to get into Lily's trunk yet? Do you have everything you need from her trunk? It shows the instructions here, but it won't let me solve it. Okay, so I don't have everything I need yet.
Still have to do that. Still can't check that off yet.
Yeah, I wonder what the cryptic note means. I mean, I don't think it's anything specific here. Would Dylan know anything to say?
I've got something for you.
What's that?
Proof that space girl is Batty. I saw her creeping around and she dropped this. Here.
It looks like some sort of code.
Each must be 5 or more, 4 or less won't reveal, 16 beginnings to find a portal.
Ooh, you're generous. I call it the maniacal screed of a madman. Or is it mad woman? Why is madness gender specific to men?
Yeah, you tell me.
I like you. Let's shake the dust off this small-time tomb off our boots and see the world together.
Yes.
Can I keep this?
Yes, but you have to promise me that if it starts making sense, you'll call a psychologist immediately and schedule yourself in for a full workover. You would have had fun seeing the world with me. Admit it.
Where exactly did you come from?
What do you mean?
We're in the middle of nowhere. You couldn't have just walked here.
Oh, I caught a ride with some traders, if you must know. Nasty customers, but they knew the way.
This site is new. How did they just know the way? It's not on any map.
I don't know. They just did, I guess.
What can you tell me about these guys? What did they look like? What language did they speak?
Nancy, I'm starting to think it might not be so smart to talk about this. For you or for me. Drop it. Don't bring it up again.
I'll catch you later.
I'll be seeing ya.
So basically, Dylan came here by means of something that he shouldn't have.
I think these letters will create words below.
What was their childhood like? Candy Girl, I love it. I love it. Okay. Each must be 5 or more, 4 or less won't reveal, 16 beginnings to find a portal. Is this Wordle? Is this Wordle? Encanto. Each must be 5 or more, 4 or less won't reveal, 16 beginnings to find a portal. Thanks. Thanks, Candy Girl. This one's water. Slumber. Yeah, it's basically like Wordle, kinda. D-U-P-P-E P-E something something. This could be upper. Word adjacent? What do you mean, Candy Girl? You see mummy in the last row. Thank you. Thank you, Zia. I appreciate that. B-U-R-I-A-L P-H-A-R-A-O-H. Pharaoh. It's okay, Candy Girl. You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Hotem. T-E-M. M-U-S-S-L-E-R-N-A. What do you do to mummies? Mummification? What do you do to mum butts? E is something else. Embalm? Oh, thank you. E isn't slumber? S-L-U-M-B-E-R? T-R-E. It's treasure. Okay. S-L-U-M-B. We got a raid. Element. Element, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in to the Italian Gamer Joe community, both Element and your community. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Welcome on in, everybody. I'm Italian Gamer Joe, and I'm a variety adventure game streamer here on Twitch with a focus currently on the Nancy Drew games. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, however you happen to be watching this evening. Element, thank you so much for the raid. How are you? What were you last playing? Lost in Vivo. That sounds really cool. Lost in Vivo. Is that an adventure game? Welcome on in, Succubus of Geek. Welcome on in, Blue Spectrum. Welcome on in, everybody else. Hope you're all having wonderful nights like me. And yeah, right now we're just solving a puzzle. It's basically Wordle. We're trying to figure out, like, the Wordle of this all. And, it has to be 5 letters or more, and it can start anywhere. So that's basically what we're trying to do. Element, how was Lost in Vivo? Was it good? Was it well? I never heard of it, but it sounds really interesting. But yeah, thanks again so much for coming in. I'm gonna try to figure this out and try to solve these little word puzzles. But yeah, please let me know. Lost in Vivo went well. It's a scary game about someone who loses their dog in some tunnels and has to go find them. Oh no. Did you beat it? Would you recommend it? It sounds really interesting. B something RD. Let's see. Not yet. Okay. It sounds really cool, though, Element. That sounds amazing. I'm starting to get a chance to go see your stream. I've been streaming myself, but that sounds really, really cool. Maybe I'll watch the VOD or something. Not yet, and if you like horror games, I think it's worth a shot. Okay, cool. Cool. I will definitely, yeah, I'll check out your VOD or something. But once again, Element, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I definitely have a little bit more time to stream, so I'll be playing this for a bit, and then, but yeah, once again, thank you. I will be busy away at this. Yeah, just focusing on this tonight. Okay. So, but yeah, Element, thank you so much again. I really appreciate that, and hope you've been well. Hope you're doing well, by the way, too. Like, how's your week going? I hope it's good. I can't believe tomorrow's Thursday already. It's crazy. It's crazy that tomorrow's Thursday already. And Guava is also working with me. Okay, let's see. So, Bird Whistle. Oh, Bird. Thank you, Candy Girl. Thank you. Let's see. DUPP. Oh, nice. Congratulations, Element. That's so cool. Congratulations. How do you like it so far? Is it going well? I'm glad that you're finding time to stream too. I know it can be sometimes a little bit overwhelming when you have like a new adventure with your job and everything, and like trying to balance out a bunch of stuff, but it's nice to see that you're like balancing it all out, because believe me, it can be tiresome sometimes. It can really be tiresome to balance it all out, but you know what? It sounds like you're doing a great job, and yeah, just keep at it. Just keep at it. You know, you have an amazing community. You have an amazing, like, you are so fun to hang out with. So, I mean, regardless of where that all takes you, I hope you continue like all your streaming and everything, because your content is so much fun. Yeah, I was gonna say, because your content, Element, is so much fun. We all love your content. We all love you. For those of you that are here, please go give Element a follow. Element is an amazing streamer. I've seen her play Nancy Drew. I've seen her play like adventure games. I've seen her play so much, and honestly, I haven't had a chance to stream or to watch her recently because I've been a little busy myself. But and Element and I kind of have the same streaming schedules. Like, either she'll raid me or I'll raid her, or she'll raid. So Element, like, you are amazing. We love your content. We love you. Thank you so much for the raid and for sharing your community with us. For those of you that are here, please go give Element a follow. She's awesome. I cannot like recommend her enough. She's so much fun to hang out with. We also did a variety stream with Tina Balducci a while ago, and that was so much fun. So please go check out Element. Okay. Let's see. Hell yeah, absolutely. You're sweet. Second to last is something soft. I can't figure out any of these. Okay. D-A-M... Is it mustard? D-A-M-M-U-S... D-A-M-U... D-A-M-U-S... Fresh linens. Guava, I don't know what you're talking... It's like a pillow. Is it a pillow? Candy Girl says, where are you? We're in a tent. We're in Egypt. We're in a tomb. We're in a... Thank you so much, Blue. Blue, thank you so much for the bits. That is so kind of you. Thank you, Blue. Mwah, seriously. Blue, you're awesome. You're awesome. Blue, how are you? Are you doing okay, Blue? How are you doing? Let's see. Candy Girl, Egypt. Egypt? But that's not... doesn't spell Egypt. I don't see Egypt in there. I'm so confused right now. This one is Egypt. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is a word, sir. No, it's a word. Think of it more of a. It's more of a crossword, to be honest. It's more of a crossword, and like, it doesn't matter where the word starts. It just has to. You just have to fill in the missing letter, but it has to be 5 letters long. Yeah, exactly. I'm on the wrong side. Let's see. ANRONG. Okay, so there's so many. Okay, let's see. DUPPEG. PEGYPCOY PNP. Oh, that's so cool, Blue. Good luck. I hope I will. I mean, we'll definitely be here to support you. If you make some online content, we will definitely be there to support you. That is really, really cool. The second from the bottom right is a type of beetle. The second from a bottom right. MUSS. It's from a beetle. Scarab, SCARAB. It's a scarab. Something you wrap. The first one is wrong. It's not water. Okay. I thought it was WATER. TE something. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Temple, TEMPLE, because I thought it was WATER, but it also spells TEMPLE. But now we have the R back again. Let's see. Liner, LINER. Oh my god, Legends of the Hidden Temple. I used to watch Legends of the Hidden Temple. I used to watch that on Nickelodeon. That was, yeah, Element, you watched it too? That show was so good. Linens with an LINEN. But honestly though, like whenever it came to the part where the kids had to go inside the temple, I would get so scared. I'm like, oh, I hope they survive. Like as a kid, I was actually afraid of their survival. I'm like, I hope they survive it. Not lower. I don't know. What does that mean? LERNAG. NARRON. The big talking statue was scary, though. It was creepy. It was spoopy. Okay, we got something wrong. We definitely got something wrong. Guys was like it was like the Olympics for kids. Okay, let's see. So Embalm was this one. This one was Scarab. This one I thought was Offers. But maybe it's wrong. That seems right though. Pharaoh, Burial, Import. IMPORT. Treasure. Mummy. Linens. Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch. It's Brittany Spears. Guava, I found it. It's Brittany. Dollar Store Daddy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community. Birds. BIRDS. Let's see. Amulet. Canopic. Water Temple from Zelda. No, it's just Temple. What could this be? DUPPE. No, that's not even a word. CLYOKE. GLY. Glyoke. Ryloke. PER. No.
Who is it?
Oh Oh my gosh. Guava. That scared me. It's Britney, bitch. Love it. Love it. I love it. L-E-R-N-A-N-A-R-R-O-N. E-R-N-A. What is this word? Can someone backseat? Yes, Brittany. Can someone backseat me and help me with this? I'm confused, and these are definitely... I think we fucked something up. You can't test them on mobile, so you chose them blindly? You're also stuck, Guava? Really? Like, what do they spell? Like, I just can't spell I'm trying to spell a word here. D-U-P-P-E something L? Is it P-E something L-Y? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Grange. U-P-P-E-R. Oh. Oh, so apron. And the last one is Encanto. And the last one is Encanto. Aggro. I know, right, Ella? I want to aggro. The last one is Encanto. We don't talk about Nancy Drew, the tomb of the lost queen. We don't talk about Nancy Drew. So not canopic. Yeah, I guess it's not canopic then, is it? I'll move my face. Serving face. The only one left I have is G. I don't think any of these would fit for G. Linens. I'll come back. I'll come back. I just need to figure out what G is. Treasure. Is it organ and then cannot? I wonder if it's organ for this one. But then this one's it's a T, but it's not a T because like Dollar Store Jade says canopic. It is canopic. But if that's the case,
that's not it. Wait, maybe if I look at the first letter of each word and see if that says anything.
All right, cool.
Let's
Thank
see
you.
What this spells
Thank you.
out.
Thank you. Cat. Blue. Nancy's like, it spells Britney. Now we have to figure out all of Britney Spears' songs. From now back to the early 2000s. And figure out which song is the answer to this puzzle. Nancy's like, it's Britney. It's always... Nancy's like, it's always back to Britney. This isn't Nefertari. This is Britney Spears' tomb. But Britney is still alive. What did the Anunnaki do? Tell me, Jamila. What did they do to Britney? Okay, let's see. S-P... Spone. I don't... It's not even a word. Oh, man. Epona from Zelda. Epson, like the printer. Brought to you by Epson Printers. Buy an Epson printer today and receive a free color and black and white ink cartridge today. Brought to you by Nancy Drew. Spuna. Spuna. Oh man. Brought to you by Epson.
I need to
Open.
figure out what this means.
Oh my god. Nancy's like, okay, now this is gonna be a Britney Spears song. Tomb opens, blue cat. Nancy's like, it's the blue cat. If we can just figure it out. This cat isn't blue. Blue cat.
Blue cat opens tomb. I should look around for something like that.
Well, luckily we have one. We have the cat amulet. So,
Can't. That's still still have to do that.
oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting another raid. Welcome in Banana Extravaganza to the Italian Gamer Joe channel. Welcome on in, Raiders. Banana Extravaganza, welcome on in. I thought you don't stream until weekends. I'm so shocked to see your name on here. Welcome on in, Banana. Welcome on in. And welcome on in, Banana's community. I'm Italian Gamer Joe, and I am an adventure game variety game streamer here on Twitch. My focus is currently on the Nancy Drew games, and if you can feast your eyes, we are currently in Egypt. We are in the middle of nowhere, and all we got with us is the power of Britney. The power of Britney Spears is with us tonight. Just pick your favorite Britney Spears song. Mine is Toxic, and we are going to go into this underground tomb and find out what really happened to Britney Spears. Did the aliens take her? We'll have to figure it out. Welcome on in, Banana, and welcome on in, Gay Authority. So many Britney songs to choose from. I know there's so many. Banana Extravaganza, those of you that are here, please go check out Banana Extravaganza's channel. Banana is an amazing streamer. I rate him all the time. His content is just fantastic, and I love his quote where he's always like, "I'm just gay and tired." It's like, I'm just gay and tired. And I always mess around with him, and I'm like, no, Banana, you're also gay and caffeinated. But yeah, thank you so much, Banana, for the raid, for sharing your community with me, and hope you're all having a wonderful night. Also go check out Gay Authority as well. They were just chatting around. Nothing like a good, nice chat with their viewers. Nothing like a deep conversation. Gay and full of coffee and regrets. Banana, how do you like your coffee? Do you like it black, or do you like it with some creamer? What kind of creamer do you like? Do you just drink it black? It was definitely Jackbox. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. Zia's like, Shamila is nuts. She's so lucky she's an alien. Yeah, but we know the real truth about Britney. She's an alien. I drink black coffee because I don't know what a latte is. Oh, Banana. I'm sorry. Banana, also, random question, but do you have a preference? Like, do you go to Starbucks or, like, Dunkin' Donuts? Or, like, do you have, like, a mom and pop coffee shop you go to? Or are you like the coffee gay that, like, is a coffee aficionado that, like, has like the French press or something like that, like Banana, like when you go to the office. One time I worked at an office, and there was this guy that was a coffee aficionado, and he would like brew his own coffee at his desk. Like everyone else had the coffee machine and the K-cups, and this guy would literally bring the coffee machine, the coffee maker. He would grind the beans at his desk. Like you would hear the and then he had like the generator of his like coffee machine and be like all at his desk, and we would all turn around and be like, dude, seriously? We're like, and then he would like, and then when it was finally brewed, he'd like pour it like so meticulously in his cup, and then he'd just be like this the whole time. He'd be like, I can't even do it. Like, I can't even do it. Like, he was just like, it was just so ridiculous. Like 3 hours of just and then finally he's just like, like, what is this? What is this, work, or is this your house? Are you on the couch? He had like his little blanket, and you know, he on his chair, he had a pillow. He was ready. It didn't seem like, I don't think he was working. I think he was just making coffee and vibing for 8 hours. He was just vibing. Good is like, I live for community theater. Joe, that was a wonderful reenactment. Do you like cold brew? Banana, they have the ice cream frappuccinos and they're so good. Oh yeah, I used to do the whole French press setup, but it took way too long. I love supporting the mom and pop Starbucks so it doesn't need my money. Yeah. I mean, hey, we all love a good community theater. We all love a good community theater. Speaking of community, I have a new event for my channel. This December, I will be hosting an Italian Gamer Joe music recital. So if you play any instruments, if you play like piano, ukulele, if you sing, if you play guitar, if you play clarinet or saxophone, if you play harmonica or the triangle or whatever instrument you play, this December, this holiday season, I will be hosting a recital. You could pick anything between 1 to 3 songs, and I'll be streaming it live on Twitch. Feel free to pick a few songs and play some for us. I'll be playing a couple piano songs. I play piano. And yeah, so far 4 people have signed up, so that's either 4 songs or it might be 12, I don't know. But if you do play musical instrument, feel free to sign up. It's in the Discord, and I'll be posting more information about it as time goes on. But you literally have like the entire year to decide what songs you want to play, what instrument you want to do. You can be a beginner, you can be an expert. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. If you want to like pair up and do like a group thing, you're more than welcome to as well. It's just to have fun and celebrate like our musicians in the community. Does Joe want me to sing for him? Right. See, it's like, I hate when people go after people have a drink. Yes, I wish I was talented. Element, you are talented. You are extremely talented. Are you all going to do the ensembles? I don't know yet. There's no such thing as talent. It's all work. If you want it, you can do it. I'd rather have musical talents hidden. I used to try to play piano as a kid, but I gave up. Keep your secrets then. So there's this piano software that I have called Synthesia, and Synthesia is where you buy a keyboard, and then you plug your keyboard into your computer, and then when you plug your keyboard into your computer via USB, the software actually teaches you how to play songs. And as long as you have the MIDI song, MIDI song, you can basically learn any song you want. I'm currently trying to teach myself We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto with it, and I'm horrible at it, but I'm gonna slowly get better. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing with the Synthesia software. I'm teaching myself the Encanto soundtrack on piano. Yes, you can do. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, I mean, if you always wanted to play a musical instrument and you just never had the motivation to do so, if my musical recital for this December is a good motivator, then feel free to try it. I mean, if you're a beginner, we're here to support you, and I will. If you're a streamer, I will also post your channels in the community. So like after you play your music, if some people want to gift you bits or something, you can gift bits to people even if you're not online. So if you want the support, you know, I'll definitely drop shout outs as well. Practices Oceano to sing it for Joe. Fenris, welcome on in. Hope you're having a good night. You've come in for the perfect time. We're talking about Nancy Drew, we're talking about Britney Spears, and we're talking about musical recitals. I don't know if you're a musician, but you've come to the right place, Fenris. You've come to the right place. It's Britney, bitch. Okay, so what we're doing right now, actually, I don't even know what we're doing. We translated something, and then we found out the blue cat opens the tomb, and then, like, Britney Spears, like, is involved, so now Britney is an alien, and we must find out. We must stop Britney. We must stop Britney from taking over the world. But she's already taken over it, so I guess it doesn't matter at this point.
Yes?
See ya.
See you later.
Find the blue cat. Guava, the blue cat?
It's a blue cat.
You're a blue cat.
Just like in Jamila's notes. I need to clear this stuff away from it.
Nancy's like, this is where Brittany must be. Or what Brittany's hiding.
Almost clear.
Part of me wants to ball out. Overjoyed by Stevie Wonder. Oh my gosh, Fenris, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Enjoy the... Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Enjoy my detective dog emotes. So my detective dog emotes are in anticipation of my indie game Super Spy Academy for Steam and itch.io. It's coming out soon, and enjoy Detective Dog. He is a faculty member of the academy, and he will be voiced by none other than Triple Sundog, a streamer also on Twitch, a gay streamer also on Twitch. So definitely go check out. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Triple Sundog is awesome. I know, and one of the reasons why I picked him is because he's like his voice is just like so like energetic, and he's a huge dog. Like, so he has like 3 dogs. So I'm like, you know what? He's definitely the one. But yeah, so all right, I'm gonna finish this puzzle.
Clear. It looks like something is supposed to be placed here.
Thank you for giving Triple Sundog the shout out. He's an amazing streamer as well. And yeah, Fenris, thank you so much again. Thank you. Okay, so we got the cat amulet. No,
I've got this.
Dylan, you are too hot.
Dylan,
you are too hot to die, Dylan. Dylan, you are too hot to die.
Absolutely black as pitch in here. Pass me a torch, would you? Never mind. I've got something here.
Oh fuck, Dylan.
Are you okay?
Could you just shift it a bit so you can get the pressure
All right, well, Dylan just died.
off?
If I can remove some of the pressure, I may be able to buy you some time.
Our gay lover just died.
Yes. If you keep doing things like that, I won't die.
If I can remove 5 more of these rocks, you should be okay.
Good night, Blue. Thanks for coming in. All right, we're basically playing we're playing Jenga.
Yes, that's it. That's better.
I am so scared. We're playing Jenga right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's better.
I am so scared. I think I fucked it up. These support these. Good night, Blue. I think I fucked it up. Maybe this one? But that'll make this fall.
No, not like that. Not like that. That's wrong.
Fuck.
Ah!
We killed
Oh!
him. That was a weird like ow. He was like ow. Guan was like, you top. Quavo, you know I'm verse.
Yes. If you keep doing things like that, I won't die.
If I can remove 5 more of these rocks, you should be okay.
Yes, that's it. That's better. No, not like that.
Damn it, that was the wrong one.
That's wrong. Ah! Oh!
Okay, let's do it again.
Yes. If you keep doing things like that, I won't die.
If I can
do it
remove
again.
5 more of these rocks, you should be okay.
Ah, yes. No, not like that.
Oh,
Not like
come on,
that.
it didn't move.
That's wrong. Ah! Oh!
Okay, Dylan's voice is just hilarious to me. Dylan's voice is just wild to me. Okay, let's do this again.
Yes. If you keep doing
I'm gonna lower the voice volume a little bit.
things like
Okay.
that, I won't die.
If I can remove
know what, Dylan?
5 more of these rocks, you should be okay.
You know what, Dylan? You're the one that got us into this mess. Why don't you just get your phone out and start singing some Britney while I figure this out? Okay, so that will immediately fall. But if I do this one,
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's better.
this one it fell. So what if we do this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 of them. Is that wrong? Okay, so these two are being supported. This is supporting by this. This is supporting, and then these three are being supported by this, which is holding this in place. Okay, did I fuck it up, or can I pull any of these? I'm debating which one to pull, because these two are holding here. Guav was like, I have no idea. I feel like if I pull this one, maybe, or maybe this. No, that'll fall.
That should hold.
I got it.
Stay still. I'm going to find you some help.
It's okay. Everything's fine. Ow! Never mind. Everything's a problem. Call the hospital.
It took the rescue team a while to get through the collapse, but
Thanks,
they finally
Squabba.
got Dylan out. He looked pretty bad. I hope he's going to be okay.
I'm sure he will be. And
Oh, I feel so bad for Dylan.
I know, but that doesn't make me feel any better.
Nancy, you don't need to stay. I can make some calls to Kingston. We can get you out of there if you're worried.
No, I'm fine.
I'll be right back.
Think it over. I'm the one who should be there, and I'm not. And as much as I care about keeping this site safe, it's not worth putting you in danger.
I'll be fine, I promise.
Okay. If you change your mind, call me immediately.
Okay, so I feel so bad for Dylan. All right.
I'll let you go.
Talk to you later.
We haven't talked to John the whole game. We are not about to start talking to John now.
Can't check that off. Can't check that off yet.
Okay, so I think now is a good time actually to have a stopping point for now. But I'm gonna go to my chatting screen. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to my chatting screen, to the studio. I can't believe we've been playing this game for 3 hours tonight. It's insane to me. Insane to me. So I just want to say thank you, everybody that came in tonight to watch me play Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Queen. This has been so much fun, and I love getting the chance to hang out with all of you. So thank you, friends, for coming in. Thank you for the subs and the follows and the raids and the bits. I really, really appreciate everything. It really means a lot, and it goes back into this channel, more specifically towards Super Spy Academy, which is coming out probably, hopefully, next month. At the end of the month, probably next month. So hopefully soon. Thank you, everybody that came in tonight, though. I really, really appreciate it. You were all amazing. Banana for the raid, and Element for the raid, and so many other beautiful people. Thank you so much. I'm just going to see who's online really quick and see if I can pass you over to somebody else that's online tonight. Let me just see who's online. Okay, so Bronzehex is actually online, so I'm thinking about streaming raiding Bronze. Bronze is a really nice guy, and what I like about him is that he's a very chatty streamer. His community is very, very fun to hang out with, and he's just a very, like, he's a very nice guy. He's an ally, and what I like about Bronze is that I actually found him through Element, and just really nice streamer to hang out with. He's funny. He also looks like Diego from Umbrella Academy, so if you go into his stream, please, okay, we're just gonna have a joke. We're gonna joke around and be like, if you decide to go into the raid, just be like, OMG, it's Diego from Umbrella Academy. He knows it's a joke, and he will laugh, I'm not bullying. I'm not bullying. It's a compliment, okay? Diego is so hot. he likes it. Yes. It's not bullying. It's a compliment. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for coming in. And if you want to stick around for the bronze raid, just please, go in there and just be like, OMG, are you Diego from Umbrella Academy? Anyway, hope you have a great night, and let's go hang out with Diego. I mean, Bronze. See you soon, everybody.